Alright, so we're here. There's something there. We still have a ton of area to go through. Chart pass. There's so much area down here. So I'm not really sure exactly what/where we're going to go. To be honest with you guys, all I know is that we're gonna try and go further. We're gonna try and do some more stuffs. Right? I got 60 there. I think that's all I have. I have 7 wisps though, so we actually, you know what we should do? Let's go back to the tree. Let's go back to the tree first. Okay, so we can't talk to homeboy. Okay. Let's go back to the tree, which I know that's going to be a nightmare and a half because the tree is so far away. No. I've lost my way. Now when I'm in here. Okay. Smoky home. Okay. So first things first, I say we get to the other side of this little part here. So I'm going to go up over this mountain. I'm going to go up over this mountain. Yeah, cause see, there's just more that way. There's gotta be like. There's gotta be something over here, right? Like, okay, there's a castle, and there's an obelisk down there. Dope. Okay, so let's actually we're gonna go. There's actually a oh no, that's just a it's just a random green patch. We go to this obelisk over here. Because if we can go to the obelisk, we can we might be able to unlock the obelisk. Now that I think about it, I don't think we're gonna have enough. I don't think we have enough crystals to unlock it. Now that I say it out loud, there's something right there, and there's something right there too. There's a bunch of things right here. Oh. It's not what I wanted to do, but alright. I wonder, can I actually... Nope, that's about as far as I can go, okay. Alright, well, kind of messed that up then, because I was going to try and get up top there. My bad. My bad, OG. My bad. Up there. Okay. Let's see, can I... Up. No, but I can do that there, at least, and then maybe... Up, there we go. Okay. So we're able to get back to kind of where we were. However, though, like I said, I'm not sure what these things all are for. There's a cave down there. Okay. Feels like there's more stuff down there, too. Oh, you know what this might be, actually, now that I'm looking at this? This might be I do all these, and then it opens up that fire, it lights that fire, maybe. I just don't... Okay, I was like, there's actually a way to walk up onto the one over here. So let's take a look at this real quick over here, then. Because there's a bunch of these, actually, now that I'm looking at it. There's one on the ground over here, too. Like, do I have to do these in order, maybe? Okay. Okay. And what's the one down there for then? So that gets me over here. And that moves that one. Okay. Because actually, now that I'm seeing them, there's a ton of them. But is this like what all of them do then, or? Because this one was here. Boom. That lit up over there. Okay, so now this is going to come over here, I'm assuming, then, right? Hup. Okay. But why though? That's the question though, is why? What is this? Oh, okay. Thank God. What are we doing with this? You know what I mean? Like this one here. What is this one like? Does it move something over here, or like? Yeah, I'm confused now. Alright. I think I see where it's supposed to be kind of leading me, but at the same time, I don't know. And I just kind of BS my way most of the time anyway by doing shit like that. But it does feel like, to an extent... Nope! Okay, that one was faster than the others were. That's 100% where I gotta go, though, is I gotta run there, get to there. Okay, so if I go back over here... And then slowly work my way all the way around again. But then, like I said, though, I don't have enough anyway to get the obelisk over there. But that's how you have to get to the obelisk over there. It looks like. There's no real point to me. Oh, this is like a mammoth graveyard over here. Not like a mammoth graveyard. This is the mammoth graveyard. Whoa. Okay. And I can't catch that because I already have too many wisps as it is. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you or on me, whichever way you want to think about it. I wonder if I go... Oh. Nope, that's not even going to get me anywhere close to being... Does not do that, then. Oh, I just went right through that rock. Alright, that's kind of crazy. And hop! There we go. Is this... Yep, that's one of those. Alright. Whoa. Fire. Alright, no idea why that's now on fire, but sure, we can just run with it, I guess. Oh, that's probably why it's on fire. But then, what would I use this for? Unless I gotta go over there? That frickin' hurt. Alright. However, though, I think... I could be wrong about this. Obviously, right? Well, this is definitely used for something over here, I feel like. It's either here or it's over there. Either way, we got some inspecting to do. All right, it ain't down there. It ain't in there, unless I gotta do something like this, like this, like this. Oh, these are just parts. But I mean, that's helpful as hell. Alright, so it's not over here then. So yeah, so for some reason we now have fire. Why do we have fire? No clue. However, though, I have a sneaky suspicion that I gotta go all the way back over there with said fire. However, though, at the same time, I don't remember if it actually did anything when we had fire and we went there. So I'm assuming then that also means there's something around here that I gotta use it for. But what exactly? I have zero clue. There's a lot of this right now, at least to me, very open-ended right now. Like, we've kind of had an idea of where we're going and everything and what we're doing. And I'm going to use that as a very loose, we've had an idea, right? Because a lot of this just has really been just us kind of, you know, like, hey, what if we go this way? What if we do this? What if we do that? Well, kind of the same thing now. The only difference is, though, is it doesn't really feel like there's a massive thing being like, hey, this is the exact spot that I need to go to. You know what I mean? Like, beforehand, at least there was, like, you know, it was like, it made sense, like, hey, we're going here. Now, none of this makes sense. Let's go here, let's go there, there. Where's the rest of it, then? Oh, up there. Oh. Man, that's not all, then? I'm still missing a piece, huh? A piece or two? Where is that piece or two? Huh. Weird. Well, it's just like the smallest of like small things. Like it's not even like oh, it's right over here. Nope, that's not all of it. Still. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume then that the last piece might be over, like... The abandoned dwelling. I'm going to go into this now because I need to find... I need to just find more stuff. We need to stop... I need to stop going on side missions. I need to stop going on side missions right now. We need to figure out what we're doing. Alright. Omo, the abandoned. Our tribe departs to lay claim to lands beyond. Yet, Odin crippled, I remain pondering. Are we of noble heart or ensnared by deceit? Well, I'm going to say, brother, you're probably ensnared by deceit because of, Grimnir. So I'm going to say. Now, am I right? I don't know. Are you right? I don't know. Am I wrong? Could be. Are you wrong? Could be. Who knows at this point? All I know is this. I am mildly lost. Okay. Back to the map. Okay, so yeah, so we are kind of on this path, though, now, so at least we can go back. We're go straight now. We go this way now, and we'll just see where, kind of where this takes us, I guess. And hopefully the answer is not, lava. Okay, hold up a sec. Okay. So I think this I can walk on, right? Yeah, okay. Because I have a sneaky suspicion that there's just going to be a part over here at some point where, like, we basically won't be able to advance anymore. Like, unless we do, like, a certain thing or two. But who knows? I've been wrong so many times with this game. I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I took a couple days off from playing this straight. Simply just kind of to recharge the old brain hole with it. Because there is an awful lot that is going on in this game. Oh look, it's I mean, at least there. It's almost like if there was another tree, there's gonna be one here. I'm just glad that we're finally finding some more crystals again. After we spent all of ours, it's kind of been a little bit unnerving not having a whole lot of them, to be honest. Because I know how... That activates that, and then I can use that catapult. Alright. So much of this area, like, this area obviously is, like, it's supposed to be like this, right? It's supposed to be, like, broken down and, you know, on fire and just kind of, you know, showing just how bad it got in the end, kind of sort of thing. Like, it's kind of wild to see just how bad. Also, it's also wild to see that, I think, right? Oh, no, is that right there? Maybe. Interesting. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. There's so much that's happening right now in the story without there being that much happening in the story. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we're just running around right now. Kind of just being a bum and running around and not really... Eventually, I feel like we gotta go up the mountain. But I don't know how we would go up the mountain. That's the other thing. But yeah, finding these is kind of great right now. This is allowing me to get more crystals again, which I'm wondering as well if we, like, let's say we go back to, like, one of the other places, right, that we've been to. If we go back to one of the other places, will the crystals I don't want to say grow, but I'm gonna say grow. You know, like, will the crystals be there again? Like new crystals, or is it going to be old crystals? As you can tell, my stick drift is unreal right now.